Or this? I think we're too low on money or something. Why can't we build this ride? We only allowed to have one? Oh no, now we built it! What? Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm really happy to present to you that we'll be finally doing what's called a Tycoon. If you played Roblox for more than an hour, you probably should know what this game is. It's probably the most typical Roblox thing. It's always been around for many years. Well, yeah, for many years it's been around. It's kind of what Roblox is all about, and it's something that I really like a lot as well. And I've really been trying to find a series, that I could, play. I've really been trying to find a Tycoon that I could play for my channel for a very long time, but I really haven't found anything that I haven't played before. I know there's Lumber Tycoon. I've played that a lot before. I could make a series on it though if you guys want it, but I want to try and find something new that would be just as exciting and fun and new for me as it would for you guys. So what I found is called freaking Theme Park Tycoon or something. No, it's Roller Coaster Tycoon, I'm fairly sure. Or Theme Park Tycoon or something. I'll put the name of the game in the YouTube video title, so you'll see it there. But right here, guys, I have started slightly on my little park. I decided to just, get ahead and do a little progress for you guys before I would start the video, kind of get the gist of it. So I did complete the tutorial, although I did decide to remove everything. So as you can see here, if you've ever played the tutorial on this game, you notice that everything is gone. Okay, so quickly before I start to get into everything here, I want to tell you guys, so sort of what this game is all about. So it's obviously a Tycoon. A Tycoon is about, getting money. You gotta, on the side there you can see FabTab1 has 7,119 money. I've used it quite a bit here to build my little area here. And the point of the game is to build all of these different rides so that you can get as much money as possible and get your park as popular as possible and potentially get a freaking 5-star park. As you can see right now, my park is only 0 stars, which is not great. I'm okay with this though, considering, there isn't anything in my park yet. So, that's kind of what I gotta deal with. But anyway, before I started here, I decided to build this little center bit, as you may see here. This was intended to be sort of the hub, the centerpiece of my park. So everything is going to stretch out from the center bit here. I was thinking of having 3 major paths, one going this way, one going forward, and then one going to the left there. And potentially having different areas with, different styles and rides and stuff like that. I don't know how you would get this land over here. I'm going to quickly go over here and see what this is all about. Land for sale. So if we click on this, we can potentially buy it. Yeah, as you can see, it costs quite a bit of money. The ones on the site only cost 5,000. Still, though, that is quite a bit of money. So we definitely gotta up our production a little bit before we're gonna, try and proceed something like that. But we have plenty of space to begin with here, guys. So there's no worry yet. But before we start, I kind of want to show you all the different, how do you even play this, right? So on the bottom here, we have 6 different tabs and a delete button, which is just obviously a delete button. So we have the first thing here. This is the rides button. So this is where you would build all your different rides. You have gentle, intense, roller coasters, water rides, and then transportation rides. So there's a few of these that you can actually custom make, which that means it allows you to build it however you want, 100% customized. So it's really cool. There's also ones that are just 100% complete. I think everything that's within the gentle rides and the intense rides are complete already. No, apart from this is a thing that you can make. This is kind of like a very slow roller coaster that you can build. Over here you have the roller coasters. So if you go to the next tab, this is where we have all the different eatings and stuff. The people in the park have to get something to eat. So this is where we would do all that. They can also buy these items in our park, which are like souvenirs, which we can have like souvenir stands everywhere. Right, the next tab here is probably the tab that I like the most. Even though this is a Tycoon, this game has really done a good job on the building aspect of this game. There's a bunch of different items. These are kind of like the flowery, naturey items. And then over here we have all the different fences, which are just cosmetic, but they look awesome, and they're definitely going to be used and stuff for building in the future. That's what's going to happen. We also have roofs, which I assume, I don't know, I haven't checked those out yet, but I assume you can make actual houses with, insides and rides in, potentially. So there's props too, with just a bunch of cool items. And then some other items which are just signs and stuff, which you can actually name. You can actually, give directions, which is pretty dope. Over here we have the paths button, which is pretty straightforward. It's paths, it's queue paths, seats, and so everything here has to do, with the paths. You can put them on paths and stuff like that. So there is trash cans, seats, which is, important. Queue paths, which is the thingy that you got to go through to get your ride. And then, maybe the most awesome tab, which allows the building to get even further, you have World Painter Terrain Tools. You can build whatever you want. As you can see here, I kind of dug into the ground. This is something you can do, which is pretty dope. So if we go to this little tab here, the edit, the water tab, I am actually going to go ahead and fill this in. This was my plan all along. I want to have this middle area with a puddle of water, and it looks sick. And I used the props called crystal here to make it look a little bit cooler. But for right now, we're not going to do too much building. As you can see, our money is kind of getting low. We started at 10K, and now we're down to 7K. So kind of the mission today is going to try to, maybe get a few rides up, maybe get a few toilets. Just get the parks slightly situated. So we can earn some money while we do the rest of the building in the future. Right. So what I'm going to start off with here is that I want the center area to be the center area. There can maybe be some little rides, around here, but you have to go on, these little paths if you want to get into the good stuff. So we're going to make a 3-wide path here going all along here. And on this road, we're going to have a bunch of rides on the way. And we're going to make it go all the way to the end. For now, we are going to make the turn over in these tiles that are not yet bought, so we'll just do that for now. So, it's night. That's kind of annoying me, but it's fine. Yeah, so we're going to find our first ride of choice here. I'm thinking just let's do an intense ride. So what is a good side piece? For example, this right here, the swinging ship, I kind of wanted to have, somewhere centered, like here or something like that. As a very cool detail, because I think it looks really nice. So we'll hold off that for now. I think what would be a good thing to build could be this thing right here, the tower. And I have a pretty cool setup in mind for it as well. So that's gonna stand right there. And the entrance to this little thing here is indicated by the path. So you can see the arrow is pointing in a direction. That's where people will enter from. The blue thing, I don't know what is. I assume that's just a tile of a walking, as you can see there, this is like a walking path or whatever. But what we're going to do, we're going to put it right here. And then we are going to set up a little bit of a line. We also need an exit, of course. So we're going to have the line there, and then we'll put the exit right over. So I don't know if you have to put it that way or the other way. I'm not too sure about that. We're going to put it this way. And hope that's the right way. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm sure we'll see that eventually. So let's go to the paths tab now, and we have to go to the queue paths, and we have to create a little route. So this is kind of a decision that we have to make here. So as you can see right now, I think my button's stuck. Okay, we just built a bunch of paths. Hold on. Right, so I just accidentally built a bunch of paths. But what I was saying is that we need like a cool path that we're going to use for the queues. So we're going to check out this wooden one first here. I'm not too sure about that one. Let's delete it. That changes it back instantly, so it's pretty cool. The first bit there just changes to whatever color the second queue path tile is. How about the concrete? I think the concrete looks quite nice. Yeah, and I think that is a good choice. So what we're going to do here is we're going to bring it over here. And we're going to turn it around, keep it going, and that's where it's ending. So we kind of have this very long, nice path over here. You know what we're going to do, actually? We're going to delete a few of these. Maybe even one. No, that's fine. And then we're going to go to the queue paths. And we're going to click on the concrete. That's the one we're using. No. We want to use the paths. So luckily we can just click over the ones that we made there. We're going to make it go around like this. I don't know whether or not to link it up here or here. Let's link it up there. Yeah, that's cool. So this allows for this little centerpiece here, which we can make look very nice with some cosmetic items. But for the exit here, we're just going to simply have a... come on, man. Really? Just clicking on the path. Okay, there we go. There's two identical words right beside each other. What's that? Anyway, we're going to keep this path here going all the way like this. I think that's fine. And then this can be a very decorative, maybe a toilet area or something of that nature. Right, so now that we have this little path here, we need to make, I almost accidentally built a freaking ride, guys. Right, we're going to close this window, and how you sort of manage your rides is that if you click on it, you'll see this little window down here, and there's a lot of different settings that you can set to it. So we got to open it. The entry cost currently is $12, and I think we're just going to keep it at that for now. We aren't too big of a park yet, and we can't be too greedy. I would not pay extra money for doing a ride in this park that has only one ride in it, So we got to be kind of low on the prices for now. We will probably up them eventually, but for now we're going to keep it pretty low. Right, so we have one ride there. I'm kind of thinking of doing one more on this side as well, just to kind of get a couple rides going here. So what we could almost do here is we could try and go to the childish rides or whatever they're called. I don't even know. This, for example, the drop tower. Okay, I feel like this looks more dangerous than that thing. What we could do here is we could put that over. Okay, so that's too much money, is it? 3,000. Can we not build it? Can we build this or this? I think we're too low on money or something. Why can't we build this ride? Are we only allowed to have one? Oh no, now we built it! What? Dude, why does it do this? Can I move it? We just accidentally built a ride? Dude! Okay, hold up. How can I move this thing? Let's move item downwards. Let's close the freaking thing here. This thing is dangerous. Let's click on it. Can we move you? That's kind of bad. We'll have to delete it, I guess. That really took a toll on our money. Confirm. Wow. I can't believe that. Right. But anyway, I do kind of notice right about now that what I would kind of like, is... Alright guys, so I just ran out of hard drive space. What I was going to say is that over here, you see this ride is, pretty far off the main place itself. And I would say this is part of that, main place. So I want to try and keep, the paths on kind of the back of the rides slightly. And then, try and move the rides a bit more forward. Because this one is, quite a ways away there. Right, so we currently have 2 rides going here, not too many visitors. I think what we need to do is kind of up our star rating here. I think the reason we don't have too many stars right now is... Oh, we already have 1 star? Okay then, okay. That's good, I guess. But as you can see, guys, there is a lot of trash on the floor here, which is a problem, and that is something that we need to fix. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the stalls path, and we're going to go to the... Not the stalls, other stalls, is it the scenery? Let's try the scenery. Props, roofs and ceiling, fences. I think it's the path button. Yeah, the path. So here, what we don't have in our park yet is a bunch of seats and trash cans. We need some trash cans around the place. So what we're going to do, we're actually just going to click on this trash can here, and we're going to place a few trash cans around the place. So we're going to put 2 there. And then we're going to put 1 in the center here, 2 on each side here, and then 1 in the center there. So a lot of trash cans. People are very lazy when it comes to, rid of their trash. So we need to have a lot of trash cans to cope with that. Right. Another thing that we need is some seats. The people need to sit somewhere. They can't be walking around forever. So I was kind of thinking these benches would be nice. I want to put a couple benches on each side here. That people can kind of chill at. So we're going to put a couple of benches there. That is actually a lot of benches. We'll leave it like that for now. I'm not entirely sure if that's, too many or whatnot. But we're going to put 2 on each side like that. And then we're going to go to the middle here and put 1 there. We have so many benches. Let's put 1 on each side, actually. And let's leave the middle open, shall we? So right now, people have a lot of sitting space. I think that is something very important that, the park is not just a bunch of rides and a bunch of walking around. You also need a place to sit. The next thing we want to do is that we want, this fountain, kids are just going to go over there and they're going to friggin' just fall right into it. So we need something to block off the fountain. Something that we can blockade it with. So there's a bunch of different, walls here. That's what we're going to put. And I don't really know which of these that we want to use. There's even a scroll button. There's not many scroll buttons in many different tabs, but there's a lot of these walls. So this one kind of looks nice, but I was looking at one other one too, which is this one I thought looked quite nice, and there's a bunch of them that we can use in combo with each other, so we can kind of see, which one we want to use. Yeah, but that looks quite nice. It looks quite nice, but I don't know if it looks nice enough. Hold on, we're removing those. Right, so let's have a look here. Which paths can we use? I'm honestly not sure. I feel like we're almost going to have to put a few of them down and just try and see, which we think look better. One thing that I'm not understanding right now is why there's so much trash and there's, so many trash bins. Like, come on, guys. Don't be lazy. Put your trash in the thing. Anyway, let's have a look at the different fences. There's a wall with sign, which that is pretty cool. We could have almost a sign here, I feel like. Okay, that path, that looks terrible. Okay, I'm just going to leave it there. We're going to put down a few different ones here, and we're just going to, eventually, once we have enough, we'll maybe remove some. That one looks quite nice. I like the transparency of it. I really like that, part of it. We're just going to try these ones out. I'm going to do it on the corner here. These ones looked like they had a window in them. I guess that's just the one I put down earlier. Let's try a few more. I'm not going to remove the ones I already placed because that would take ages. But yeah, is there any one that I could use here? Well, how about this one? That looks quite nice. Oh, that almost looks super good, man. Is there any other ones that I can use in combo with that? I can use these every so often. Oh, all right, guys, we got the fences, like, no question. I'll show you guys what I'm gonna try and do here. I'm gonna remove all these old ones, just get rid of them all. They do not have a place around here, so we're gonna grab more of those that we just put down. Let's scroll, I guess. We have to scroll. These are the ones we want. We're gonna put them behind the benches, right? So look, watch this, guys. We're gonna put them behind the benches, and then what we're gonna use in between is the arches. Look at that, guys. That looks dope. That is quite the design right there. That looks pretty nice, if I say so myself. We might mix it up later, but for now, I think that is a pretty good design. We might even hide these this mountain in the middle here, so that the crystals are a bit more visible. But that is definitely good for now. Alright, guys, so I have kind of gone to work a little bit. I've done a bit of stuff, but mostly I've tried to do it, to try and work out, sort of the plan of this park. So I'm pretty proud of what I got here. I got this idea that I was gonna, for every ride, make some terrain, make it cool, make it interesting. And so over here, this right over here, I'm going to call Mount Teacup. And I was thinking that I was going to raise this slightly up in the air, have like a sideways staircase going down here, because we have, the sloped walkways, and try and make that kind of like an elevated, neat ride. And I'm going to try to do that with most of them. So, yeah, that is kind of the plan for that area. I have sort of planned out everything else in some degree as well. So as you can see over here, we have this little grass area. Here I was thinking that I would have a couple shops, put down some benches, and kind of make into this very family-friendly money-making machine that would sell drinks and stuff like that, and people could sit down on benches in this lovely place. Put a bunch of fountains and make it look fancy. I also put this fountain and this tree here, trying to spruce up the little middle here a little bit and make it look kind of interesting. That was the whole reason I left that space there to begin with. I also added these railings around the different places, which I thought looked pretty cool. I like the transparency of them. I'm definitely more so a fan of the walkway railing thingies that actually have like a little bit of transparency. Because it makes everything look a little bit more open and whatnot. One thing though is that I wish we could kind of change color on these things. Maybe you can. I'm not entirely sure, but for now they're like completely black, which looks fine. But it's not ultimately how I would want it. But yeah, that was it for this episode, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. We got the place situated. Yeah, one thing I actually forgot over here is that I made a blue and a pink like toilet to indicate girl and boy. Actually, it's just I made the secondary color blue and the secondary color pink here. Actually, you know, they're both girl and boy toilets, but that doesn't really matter. I thought it looked pretty neat anyway. Yeah, but that is it for this episode, guys. I'm going to do a little bit of progress for next episode to kind of get things rolling a little bit, and so we can start building some new rides. This is looking really fancy so far. I'm really looking forward to this series. This Tycoon is really, really good, and I'm really seeing a lot of potential and a lot of stuff that we can do with this. So, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, and I will see you guys next time. Nice, nice, nice. That is not too shabby. Right. Can I bounce more, please?
Putting my thoughts on a loose sleeve on the Bruce Lee of this rap shit. Sometimes this life get lonely and cold, so go make sure that you bring a jacket. Putting my heart and my soul in this music.
What the heck?